Reginald Moneybags in silk pajamas yawns. Across town, a rooster crows. Maria Sanchez, already awake, stretches in her one-bedroom apartment. S1, narrator, the sun rises, birds tweet, Bentley alarm clock chimes.
Where's the foam art?
Reginald sips his Ethiopian coffee, brewed by his personal barista. He complains about the lack of foam art. Maria waits for the bus, her thermos filled with instant coffee, strong and sweet. Reginald's day is filled with meetings, mergers and making money. Maria's day is filled with cleaning, caring and counting pennies. Two lives, a universe apart.
Jeeves, the caviar is warm again.
Jeeves, unflappable, adjusts the temperature of the mini-fridge dedicated solely to caviar.
My apologies, sir. A slight malfunction.
Meanwhile, Maria struggles to open a can of beans. The can opener, rusty and old, bends the can but won't budge.
Ay, caramba, not again.
Reginald sighs dramatically. Such inconveniences. Life is truly a struggle at the top. Maria laughs, shaking her head. At least she has her health and her humour. Reginald attends a charity gala, bored. He writes a large cheque, more to avoid conversation than out of generosity.
Such a bore, darling.
He complains to his date. Maria, watching her son devour a bowl of ramen, smiles. He gets good grades, helps around the house and never complains, she whispers, her heart full. Reginald drowns his boredom in champagne. Maria sips her tap water, grateful for small joys. S4, he's going places. Tiffany complains about a scratch on her diamond bracelet. Reginald, distracted by his stock portfolio, barely notices. Maria's husband, Miguel, arrives home, exhausted from his construction job. He pulls her close, his rough hands gentle on her face. S3. It's ruined, Reggie.
My love, you are more precious than any jewel.
Tiffany throws a tantrum, demanding a new bracelet. Maria and Miguel share a simple meal, their love a quiet strength in a chaotic world. Reginald, late for a business meeting, impatiently waits to cross the street. He barely notices the woman next to him, pushing a shopping cart overflowing with groceries. Maria, struggling with her heavy load, smiles at the impatient man in the expensive suit. Reginald, surprised by her warmth, finds himself smiling back. S4. Good morning. A flicker of something unfamiliar stirs within him. S1. Good morning. Reginald, pressured by his investors, makes a ruthless business decision. Thousands will lose their jobs. He feels a pang of guilt, quickly suppressed by the thrill of the deal. Maria, laid off from her cleaning job, worries about how she will feed her family. But she holds her head high, her determination unwavering.
We will find a way.
Reginald celebrates his victory with expensive whiskey. Maria comforts her son, her love a shield against the harsh realities of their lives. Section 7. Finding joy in unexpected places.
Feeling restless and unfulfilled, Reginald wanders into a small park. He sees children laughing, chasing pigeons, their joy infectious. He smiles, a genuine smile for the first time in a long time.
Maria and her family have a picnic in the park. The food is simple, the laughter is abundant. They play games, tell stories, and cherish each other's company.
Reginald realizes that money can buy many things, but not happiness.
Maria knows that happiness is a choice, a perspective, a moment shared with loved ones.
Section 8. Bridging the divide, an act of kindness. Reginald, leaving the park, sees Maria and her family packing up their picnic. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the park. He notices their worn-out shoes, their threadbare clothes. The contrast between his tailored suit and their humble attire was stark. He feels a pang of empathy, a desire to help. He approaches them, his heart heavy with the realization of their struggles, offering a wad of cash. His hand trembles slightly as he extends the money, unsure of how it will be received.
Please, he says awkwardly, let me help. His voice is filled with sincerity, though he feels out of place.
She gently refuses the money. Thank you, she says, her voice soft but firm. But what we really need is kindness, not charity. Narrator. Maria, surprised, looks into his eyes. She sees not arrogance, but a genuine desire to connect. She hesitates, then continues. We need someone to see us, to understand us.
Reginald, taken aback, realizes the depth of her words. He had always thought money could solve problems, but now he saw a different truth. Realizes the truth in her words. He nods slowly, understanding dawning in his eyes. He puts the money back in his pocket and asks, "How can I help then?" Maria smiles, a genuine smile that lights up her face. "Just be here," she says. "Listen to our stories, share in our lives." And so Reginald sits with them, sharing stories, breaking bread. In that moment, the divide between their worlds begins to bridge. The sun sets, casting a warm glow over the park. Two worlds, once so far apart, now come together in an act of kindness. Section 9. Reflections on privilege and perspective. Reginald walks away, his mind racing. The conversation he had with Maria lingers in his thoughts, echoing louder with each step he takes. He has always seen the world through the prism of his wealth, his privilege. His life has been a series of opportunities, doors that opened effortlessly and a path paved with gold. He never had to worry about the next meal or a roof over his head, but Maria's words have cracked that prism, revealing a different perspective. She spoke of struggles, of nights spent in uncertainty, of dreams deferred. Her voice carried the weight of countless stories, stories of people who live in the shadows of society, unseen and unheard. He realizes that true wealth lies not in possessions, but in connection, in compassion, in the simple joys of life. The laughter of a child, the warmth of a shared meal, the comfort of a kind word. These are the treasures that no amount of money can buy. He vows to use his privilege to make a real difference, to help those less fortunate. He decides to start small, to listen more, to understand the struggles of those around him. He pledges to support initiatives that provide education, healthcare, and opportunities for the underprivileged. He knows it won't be easy, but he is determined to make a change. Maria, watching him go, feels a surge of hope. She has seen many promises come and go, but something about Reginald's resolve feels different. Maybe, just maybe, understanding and empathy can bridge the divide between the haves and the have-nots. She dreams of a world where people see beyond their differences, where privilege is not a barrier but a bridge. A world where everyone has a chance to thrive, where compassion and empathy are the currencies that matter most. And in that moment, as the sun sets, casting long shadows on the sidewalk, she believes that such a world is possible. Section 10. The universality of the human experience. The sun sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. This daily phenomenon is a constant in our lives, a reminder of the passage of time and the beauty that exists in the world, regardless of our circumstances. Reginald and Maria, in their separate worlds, both look up at the same sky, sharing a moment of quiet reflection. Reginald, standing on the balcony of his luxurious apartment, contemplates his achievements and the pressures that come with them. Maria, from her modest home, reflects on her dreams and the struggles she faces daily. Yet in this moment they are both simply human, connected by the same sky and the same sunset. They may lead different lives, face different challenges, but they are connected by the shared tapestry of the human experience. Reginald's challenges may involve maintaining his wealth and status, while Maria's might be about making ends meet and providing for her family. Despite these differences, their emotions, their fears, and their hopes are fundamentally the same. A reminder that despite our differences, we are all united by our hopes, our dreams, our capacity for love and compassion. Whether it's the joy of a child's laughter, the pain of loss, or the warmth of a loved one's embrace, these experiences transcend the boundaries of wealth and status. For in the end, we are all just searching for our place in the world, striving to create a life filled with meaning, purpose, and love. We seek connections, we yearn for understanding, and we hope to leave a mark on the world. This quest for significance is what makes us human, and it is what binds us together no matter where we come from or what we have.